Washington. A growing campaign by President Trump's most ardent supporters to discredit the special counsel, Robert S. Mueller III, and the law enforcement agencies assisting his investigation is opening new fissures in the Republican Party, with some lawmakers questioning the damage being done to federal law enforcement and to a political party that has long championed law and order. A small but vocal group of conservative lawmakers, much of the conservative media, and, at times, the president himself have launched a series of attacks to paint not only Mr. Mueller but institutions once considered sacrosanct to Republicans like the FBI and Justice Department as dangerously biased against Mr. Trump. One of them, Representative Francis Rooney of Florida, called on Tuesday for top FBI and Justice Department officials to be purged. Now some Republican lawmakers are speaking out, worried that Trump loyalists, hoping for short-term gain, could wind up staining the party, dampening morale at the FBI and Justice Department, and potentially recasting Democrats as the true friends of law enforcement for years to come. Straddling both camps is Mr. Trump, who in an interview on Thursday with the New York Times lavished praise on Republican congressmen who have defended him from a witch hunt and expressed confidence that Mr. Mueller would treat me fairly. It is not uncommon for members of the president's own party to defend their leader against investigations. When President Bill Clinton was investigated and impeached in the 1990s, Mr. Clinton's associates and many left-leaning Democrats on Capitol Hill waged war on Kenneth W. Starr, the independent counsel. But Republican moderates in both the House and Senate with little loyalty to Mr. Trump and a Republican cadre of former law enforcement officials fear that their colleagues have reacted to specific and credible concerns about the FBI with indiscriminate attacks. As an institution, we have to make it clear that we are dealing here with a scalpel, not a sledgehammer, said Representative Peter T. King, a New York Republican who sits on the Intelligence and Homeland Security Committees. Because you can't have a situation where people say, "Oh, you can trust the FBI." That creates a spirit of anarchy. Of his fellow Republicans pressing a public case against the agencies, Mr. King said, "I think some of them have been too strong on that." The effort to sow doubt about Mr. Mueller's team and the department that appointed him has gained steam since early December after Michael T. Flynn, Mr. Trump's former national security advisor, pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI and cut a deal to cooperate with Mr. Mueller's inquiry. The following day, The Times reported that Mr. Mueller had removed a top FBI agent last summer over text messages expressing anti-Trump political views that he had exchanged with an agency lawyer. The news and the Justice Department's release days later of many of the text messages provided Republicans ammunition of a sort they had long lacked. Senior officials involved in both the investigation of the Trump campaign and of Hillary Clinton's use of a private email server railing against the president in private. Since then, Republicans who control key House committees have called top justice and FBI